The arrival of the monsoon brings much-needed rainfall that supports agriculture, replenishes water reservoirs, and provides relief from the summer heat. However, the season also increases the risk of floods, torrential rains, and cyclones that disrupt lives and claim hundreds of lives each year. While individual weather events often dominate headlines, official data from the National Crime Records Bureau or NCRB provides a broader picture of how these major monsoon hazards have affected India over the past decade. But where does one find this data? Under the Ministry of Home Affairs, the NCRB publishes annual statistics on accidental deaths caused by natural forces through its Accidental Deaths and Suicides in India reports. However, one thing to note is that NCRB figures reflect deaths reported through police records and may differ significantly from estimates by disaster management authorities. If you would like to download clean, structured, and analysis-ready data related to this issue, datasets on deaths due to floods, torrential rains, cyclones, and other natural hazards are available on dataful.in. And now, on to what the numbers say. Over the last decade, floods have remained the deadliest among the three major monsoon hazards. Between 2015 and 2024, flood-related deaths ranged from 266 in 2023 to 959 in 2020. Deaths due to torrential rain remained considerably lower, varying between 39 and 259. Cyclone and tornado deaths were generally limited, although a few years recorded noticeable spikes. Flood-related deaths peaked at 959 in 2020 before declining over the next 4 years to 361 in 2024. This represents a decline of nearly 62% from the 2020 peak. Torrential rain deaths showed considerable year-to-year fluctuations. After reaching 259 deaths in 2017, they steadily declined to 39 deaths in 2024, the lowest level during the decade. Cyclone and tornado deaths exhibited an irregular pattern. Fatalities rose sharply to 161 in 2018 before dropping to 3 in 2023. In 2024, the figure increased to 19. Since cyclones are relatively infrequent but often severe events, annual deaths tend to depend on the intensity and landfall of individual storms rather than display a consistent trend. The impact of monsoon hazards varies considerably across India, with each hazard showing a distinct geographical pattern. In 2024, Bihar recorded the highest number of flood-related deaths at 65, followed by Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh. Flood deaths were spread across several states, reflecting the widespread nature of riverine and urban flooding during the monsoon. In contrast, Himachal Pradesh recorded the highest number of deaths due to torrential rains at 11, highlighting the vulnerability of hilly regions to intense rainfall. Cyclone and tornado deaths were far more localized. Maharashtra alone accounted for 17 of the 19 recorded deaths in 2024, indicating that the year's fatalities were largely associated with weather events affecting a single region. These patterns underline that while floods affect large parts of the country, torrential rains and cyclones tend to have a more concentrated geographical impact. Floods not only accounted for the highest number of monsoon-related deaths, but also revealed who was most affected. In 2024, 289 of the 361 flood deaths were male, meaning 4 out of every 5 victims were men. This likely reflects greater exposure through occupations like farming, fishing, construction, transportation, and disaster response. Among age groups, middle-aged adults, that is, those who were 45 to 60 years old, recorded the highest number of deaths at a total of 99, followed by adults aged 30 to 45 years at 77 deaths and young adults aged 18 to 30 years at 75 deaths. Together, these working age groups accounted for nearly 7 in every 10 flood deaths, suggesting that people who spend more time outdoors or commute regularly are particularly vulnerable during flood events. With that, we come to the end of this edition of Data Deep Dive. Head to the comments to share your thoughts on what these numbers indicate. Like and share this video and follow Dataful on all social platforms for more such data-driven, informative content. Subscribe to our Dataful plan today and get access to our vast collection of cleaned, ready-to-use datasets across sectors.